views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
And we're up and running. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Open, the show that opens up the Bronx and the world to you. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS and Open's Channel 67. We've got a great show, a fantastic show lined up for you today. Now, coming up on today's show, we'll take a look at a book with a goal to spread health and healing. And plus, we'll find out about an event working to spread awareness of childhood cancer with music, entertainment, and more. And we're in the midst of summer, and we'll take a look at some tips on keeping you safe in the extreme heat. You know how it gets hot and humid. We got some tips for you. After that, we'll preview a night of jazz, gospel, reggae, and some dancing too, and a whole lot more. Then later on, we'll sit down with a chef working to raise mental awareness through food. So stay tuned. All this and more is headed your way. On deck next. And hello, and thank you. I got to continue to show that attitude of gratitude. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and you're watching Open, the only live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. Stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, leading things off, our first guest is the founder of Healing in the City, and it's a spinoff from, I'll let you say it later. And joins us for a look at her latest work. We have Noelle Lauren. We welcome you to the show.
Hi.
How are you? How
I'm
you
good.
feeling?
It's great to be
Good
back.
morning to you.
Good
Isn't
morning.
the weather great? A little wet outdoors.
Every time I come here, it's something with the weather or the train, but it's okay. It's so great to be here.
Yeah, but this is good. It grows things, and plus, brings all the pollution down to the ground, and
Yeah.
you can breathe better. People with breathing problems, it brings all the dust down. I love it. So tell us about some of the things that you do and that you're working on.
Sure. Well, I have a company called Healing in the City.
Healing in the City.
Yeah.
I wonder how you came up with that name.
Yeah, Sex in the City was a great show.
Oh,
I
okay.
still, but basically what my company does is I create wellness programs
Yes.
for the community, for corporations, and anything from meditation, yoga, movement therapy, sound therapy, aromatherapy, Reiki, energy healing, do it all. I've been volunteering for like 20 years, so I knew I needed to do something within the community, and so I started this company a couple years ago. And it's been
Now, how does the movement therapy work?
Well, for me, when I first started learning how to meditate, it was very hard for me to just like sit and just like kind of zen out. And I used to be a dancer, and so movement was always something that connected to me. So with movement therapy, I have a class called Meditation Through Dance, and basically, the beginning is a sitting meditation, and then it goes into yoga movement, and then it goes into a music.
So you put the whole thing together.
Yeah, it's a moving meditation, basically. Yeah.
So then you put the aromatherapy, you have the room.
Oh yeah, for sure. I do use the aromatherapy. It's the chimes for sound therapy. All sensory.
Is there humming involved and all that?
Yes.
So what aroma do you use to start it out?
It depends. It depends on how.
Eucalyptus?
Yeah, I've used eucalyptus before. It depends. So why I'm here is to talk about a book called no, but I'm just is this book Harmony and Chakras, which talks about how we have different energies,
There's 7
wheels,
of them.
right?
Yeah.
And each one is connected to different organs and emotions. And for example, eucalyptus is really good for our throat chakra, so it opens up our line of communication. So depending on what I'm focusing on in the class, I'll use lavender, that's relaxing, but if I want to get everyone energized, I'll use a more citrus, like bergamot or orange zest or something like that to get everyone
alright.
kind of ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get going. Yeah. So how did you start this? What made you want to get into this healing in the city?
Well, I just, again, like I said, service is so important to
Do
me.
you feel like it was always in you? That,
Yeah,
you know,
it was
I wanna
always
help others get what they need out of life.
Yeah, absolutely. My grandmother was very influential in teaching me holistic therapies, and I felt like it just always was kind of there. And then
Yeah.
finally, I was like, actually, my husband said, "You need
Do
to
it.
start. Yeah,
Let's
just
do
do it."
this.
And I was
Yeah.
like, he's like, "You're already doing it."
Yeah.
But you know,
That's the
with
Nike
friends
thing,
and
just do
yeah.
it. But I
So-
interviewed LL Cool J, and I just wanted to get a comment. This was a long time ago. I mean,
Yeah.
we know each other. I said, you know, what do you tell others who want to get started in the business or do what you do?
Yeah,
He said, just do it.
yeah, that's it.
Just do it. And I said, okay, all right. Let's put all that together.
Yeah,
And
kind of
for
just
years I
had
used
to
that,
dive
just do
in.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what stage are you at now? You're a couple of years in.
Yes, I'm a couple of years in. So I'm doing a lot of different things. But last time I was on the show, I was talking how I'm trying to introduce meditation into schools. So that's something I'm really passionate about. Yeah. So I started with an organization, with the Harvey Milk School, HMI, and it takes runaway youth. And so I've been teaching them yoga and meditation, and it's really amazing because they deal with so much trauma in their life. So they come to my class, and I use essential oils and calming music, and we do movement, and they really come out of
And they
it
come and say,
feeling
this is different because I'm hyper over here. But
Right.
with you, I can mellow out. I can
right.
take a deep breath and just
Yeah.
chill and slide down into the seat. Just,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all of us need that. All of us need that connection back with our breath and that calming moment. You know, the city's so nuts, and it's great, and it's great
Yeah.
energy, but sometimes it gets a little chaotic, and you need to like kind of just.
So
take a
you
moment.
do include, you said breath. You do include breath
Yeah,
work.
breath work is the most important thing. Yeah.
Tell us about how does it work?
So
So I'm going to come to your class, and we'll sit there, and you're talking to the class, and you explain what we're going to do.
Right.
And then we do it, and then you come out of it, and you give.
yeah, well, actually, breath work is a big portion of my class. We'll do a couple different breathing exercises. So, one, for example, is really good to help calm your nervous system down, and you just take your one hand and close your right nostril, and you just breathe in and out through your nose with your left. And just after a while, you actually feel
Yeah.
your nervous system starting
This
to
will
calm
relieve
down.
headaches and everything because
Yeah.
you may have one nostril that's stuffed,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you may be able to open up that side that's giving you that sinus
Yeah.
headache.
Yeah, it's great. I was even doing it before
Yeah.
I
You
sat
will.
here. I was like, just, you know.
So tell us about this book.
Okay, so the book is,
The book.
it's amazing. It's made up of these over 30 authors with all different types of backgrounds.
It's a compilation.
Yeah, energy healers, health coaches, dancers, yogis, aromatherapists, crystal healers.
Yeah.
And each author has their own take off on how to heal your chakras. And in my chapter, I focus specifically on the heart chakra.
Meridians and chakras.
Yeah, and I mean, and when you're feeling sick or you feel a pain in your body, it's usually because the energy throughout here is off. So, so this book gives you all different takes on how to heal yourself, focusing on the chakras. It's really amazing.
See, a lot of people think that, you know, if they don't feel well, they're going to go to the doctor. Of course, you got to go
Yeah,
to the
of
doctor
course,
if you need to go to the
nothing-
doctor.
yeah.
But there's some things that you can do on your own to help heal your body, help heal yourself, mind, body, and spirit.
Right, absolutely. I mean, I got in a car accident when I was 18, and that's what brought me into yoga and herbs, because I was feeling so much body pain, and when I went to the doctor, everything he was giving me wasn't working. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this isn't it. I mean, doctors are great, but for me, it wasn't working. So that's how I also came
Yeah.
about this. I was able
Beautiful.
to heal myself.
Yeah, you're a self-healer. So you have a wonderful event coming up. Tell us about it.
So this Sunday, Awaken Fair, and actually I think you had Paul on the show last week. And it's a holistic fair where it has all different types of vendors, healers, things like that.
Yes, I remember.
We're gonna have a table, and the majority of the authors are gonna be there, and we're gonna be signing the book and talking about the book and giving a talk on, I'll be giving a talk on meditation and the chakras, and then we're also doing a book launch on August 9th from 5:30 to 7 at Skinny Bar Lounge on the Lower East Side.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, bring us in. Make everybody in the audience relax. What do you do?
Just close your eyes and tap into your breath. Deep breath in and out. Relaxing your jaw, your shoulders.
You are live on Open. So if you don't hear anything, you just see something. We are experiencing something wonderful like what? What do you call it?
What we're experiencing now. I don't know. Zen, calm.
Zen,
Space, actually, you're giving,
space.
it could be anything.
Thank you so much. Noelle Lauren, give her a big hand, everybody.
Thank you.
Founder, head practitioner, Healing in the City. Thank you. And the date is
For
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. This Sunday in Manhattan, awakenfair.com. The tickets are free. Come see us.
And the website is?
Awakenfair.com. But it's also
Awakenfair.com.
on, you could catch everything on my website, healinginthecity.com.
Thank you so much, Lauren.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah.
All right, we have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back.
And I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Love is kind. Love is patient.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
You guys can count. Sounds good. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee. Hey, on July the 28th, the community and firefighters will come together at the Ramblin' House to raise money for childhood cancer. And joining us with all the details, we have FDNY member and Bronx resident Jim Lee, my brother.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Bob Lee.
All right.
Oh, you
Jimmy
knew that
Lee.
because we were brothers.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So You have something special coming up. Of course, you're a firefighter.
Yeah, I'm a firefighter in the Bronx.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
Bravest are in the house. Yes.
Bravest are in the house. Yeah. We're doing an event at the Rambling House.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a part owner of a barbecue company. We make barbecue sauce, rub, steak seasoning, coleslaw, marinade, all kinds of stuff. And every year at my house, for the last 5 years, we do what I've called the Boogie Down Barbecue. That's basically having people come over, hang out in the backyard. We smoke brisket, chicken, pork, whatever you...
You smoke what?
Whatever you can. Brisket, chicken, pork, ribs, beef ribs, whatever we can put in the smoker. So
and this is going to be on the 28th.
This is going to be on the 28th.
Oh, my God.
So this became a tradition, and Tara Carty from the Rambling House approached me and said, hey, can we do the Boogie Down Barbecue at the Rambling House this year? And I said, well, that sounds like a good idea. And she said, I want to do something extra. I want to give money to the firehouse, the local firehouse, Engine 63, Ladder 39, and the Battalion 15 up on 233rd Street.
Hey, big up to you guys. Give them a big hand, everybody. Thank you for your service.
So I went up there and I talked to them, and I said, what would you guys want to do with this? So it turns out that one of the guys in the firehouse, his daughter was suffering from a little bout of childhood cancer, and he had used a charity called Alex's Lemonade Stand, which does research for pediatric cancer. And he was very adamant that he didn't want money for his family, but he wanted money to go to the charity because they helped his family. So we've come together, the Firehouse, Rambling House, Porkosaurus, which is the name of my company, and we're going to have this event on Saturday, and we're hoping to raise a lot of money for, you know, pediatric cancer, which is obviously a terrible thing. You know?
You are the man. Thank you for. And the fire company is.
Yeah, 6339 and the 15 up on 233rd Street.
15. See, that just rolls off the top of you.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how you
great company up there.
I'm going to write it down though. 55.
15. 63, 39, and the 15. So that's 63 engine, ladder 39, and the 15, and that's the chief. That's the big Mahoff there.
Ah, there you go.
That's the big guy.
And everybody's coming down. Of course, you're going to bring some fire trucks.
Yeah, they're going to come down. They're hopefully going to bring rigs down, and we're going to have activities for kids, face painting. They can, you know, see the fire trucks. We're going to do some raffle giveaways. So what basically, it's a $20 suggested donation at the door.
Yeah.
If you give the $20, you get a ticket. That's going to get you a plate of barbecue, which is Memphis-style barbecue. I might add, the company's based out of Memphis. And that's where the best barbecue on earth is made, no matter what they say in Kansas City, North Carolina. It doesn't matter.
We're
or
going to get some phone calls here, Helen.
Yeah. But we're bringing guys up from Memphis.
Yeah.
And we're going to cook for the Rambling House with the guys at the Rambling House. And you'll get your plate for $7. So a normal plate of brisket, ribs, pulled pork, coleslaw, and mac and cheese. That's what you're going to get. Would probably cost you $35, $40. You get it for $7 if you donate 20. So 27 altogether. Yeah, I hope to see you there.
You guys feeling kind of hungry? Well, wait a minute. You're a chef also.
Well, sort of.
Sort of, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I'll go with. I have my fancy chef jacket on, which I might add. But yeah, I cook, you know, barbecue. We compete. And then, you know, we don't do a lot of catering or anything, but we just cook for fun, and we cook for events like this.
Is it fire? Is the
no,
sauce
this
fire?
is sweet. This is a sweet sauce. No high fructose corn syrup, I might add, which was something that we really pushed for, try and keep it healthy. No MSG, gluten-free, whole 9 yards. Very good sauce.
So you put out the fire before you put the sauce in the bottle?
Yeah, and let me just add that this sauce, we competed with this sauce at Memphis in May Barbecue Festival this year, which is the biggest barbecue festival in the United States.
Yeah.
First place.
We
tied for first place.
What was that thing that you kicked tail?
Yeah, we kicked tail. Yes, is that the appropriate language for TV? Yes. Yeah. Out of 116 entries, we tied for first with 2 other teams.
All right.
3 other
Put
teams.
your hands together real fast. There you go. Thank you, guys.
So it's a good sauce. So we have this, we have rub, we have steak seasoning, all kinds of good stuff, and we will have that available. And we are going to donate a portion of our proceeds as well to Alex's Lemonade Stand.
Excellent. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
You're helping people. You know.
Yeah, there's nothing tougher than seeing a sick child, you know.
Yeah,
and one thing about the fire department I might add is just that when a family member gets sick, when something happens, we rally.
Come together.
We rally around and we take care of that person. And this is just a little extension of that to be able to help, you know, the Rodriguez family from 63 Engine and their daughter. And so we're very happy to be involved with it. And thank you guys for giving us the opportunity to spread the word.
Well, you know, I'm going to give you a camera also. I want you to get on that camera and just tell everybody to come down and be a part of what you're doing.
Yeah, so this
15,
Saturday.
6339, 15.
That's it, July 28th. Come down to the Rambling House. It's on Katona Avenue, right at 236th Street. And Porkosaurus BBQ, Engine 63, Ladder 39, Battalion 15, and of course, the Rambling House will all be joining together, and we're going to try and fight pediatric cancer by raising some good money. And at the same time, we're going to have some good food, some good drinks, and good times.
And did you put together a website for this? Or?
Yes, so you can go to porkosaurus.com.
Porkosaurus.com.
You can go to theramblinghouse.com, or you can also, if you can't make the event, we've already had some people come into the Rambling House and donate a few dollars. You can go to alexlemonade.org. And
so you can go online and
if
you can't make
online.
it, you're out of town or something like that, you can still donate.
Absolutely.
This is seen all over the world.
Yeah, well,
you
absolutely.
You can do it by internet.
Yep, you can go right to their Alex's Lemonade Stand is the name of the charity. So you can go right to their site and you can donate money if you want to help, and that would be a great thing if you can't make it. But we're looking forward to seeing a lot of people there. And,
Yeah. Thank you so much for your service and for what you guys are doing in our community.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate you. And pick up this sauce right here, guys. Pick up this sauce. By picking up this sauce, we can donate $1 from each bottle, right?
Yeah. Well,
I'm just guessing. I
Yeah,
don't know.
well, we're going to donate proceeds from it.
There you
whatever. We haven't quite determined an amount yet, but we'll see what it is. But we're very on board with donating to charities and trying to help people out as best as we can.
We love you. Thank you, Jim. Yeah. Hey, did you ever check your background? We have the same last name.
I see that, yeah. I mean, I'm feeling very honored right now to be sitting here with you.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much.
All right, thank
Give
you.
Jim a big round of applause, everybody. Jim Lee, FDNY member, Bronx resident, and co-founder of Porkosaurus BBQ products. Pick this up. All right, we'll have to take a quick break, but can I pick this up now? Thank you. Pick this up, and we'll be right back with more next.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed.
I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it.
I just want my family to be safe.
But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
And welcome back, everybody. Hey, we're in the midst of summer, and, well, with that comes a whole lot of heat and humidity. But joining us with the tips on how you can beat the heat and stay safe, we have Nicole Casiano, visiting nurse services of New York. We welcome you to the show. You guys have been on the show before, and we thank you for everything that you're doing in the community to help others get what they need out of life. We always say this, we got people and organizations stepping up to the plate and hitting home runs, FM, and helping others you know, feel a little more comfortable in life. And that's what you guys are doing too at the Visiting Nurse Services of New York.
Yes, that is what we do. We're at the base level in the home.
Yeah. So you're here today with some tips.
I am. I came. Well, first, let me say I am a graduate of Lehman College.
All right!
Of the nursing program here.
I have a new word for that. Congratulations.
Thank you. But yes, we do have some tips for keeping our at-home, at-risk population hydrated and cooled off during these hot summer months. The first tip is always to drink water. We're always telling this. We can never say this enough. Drink lots of water. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses a day.
Those cameras are not there.
No, just talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Will Bob. You'd like to
6 to 8
aim.
glasses of water.
It's a lot, I know. It is a lot.
But it's good.
It's a lot, good for you. And a lot of times you don't want to make those trips back and forth to the bathroom, so there are other ways to get that water through dietary sources like fruits, vegetables, Jell-O, which is always a crowd favorite.
So if you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, it's like, what, a glass or 2 of water?
Yeah, that can contribute to, definitely to hydrating you.
What if you drink more than 8 glasses?
That's a lot. You'll probably be in the bathroom for most of the day.
But it's okay. You flush your body out.
But you're definitely losing a lot of that
water. I was
water.
sitting in a diner, and I was sitting across from some doctors, and I couldn't help but hearing the doctors speaking.
Yes.
And one doctor said, well, and I wasn't being nosy, it was just they were close. And one doctor said, if they only knew, all they had to do was drink water. I don't know if they were kidney doctors or what. Right. But you know what I mean? So
yeah, it's pretty simple.
Wow, okay. I didn't have to go to the doctor if I drank this water. Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely drinking a lot of water can help with many things. But hydration is key.
So that's one tip.
Yes. Other tip, obviously when it's hot, our appetite is at a loss. Nobody really feels like eating a lot. But it's very important to get regular meals, you know, try to get protein such as chicken, fish, eggs to maintain your strength. Fruits and vegetables also come in as far as healthy carbohydrates.
Yes.
Whole grains, definitely.
And how can you tell if somebody's or someone's dehydrated? Let me see the back of your hand. Do they still do this? They pinch
They
and
sort
see if
of
it doesn't
do
come
that,
back
yeah. I mean, 'cause it does work on the elderly. They call it tenting. Tenting, of the skin. When you pinch and it rises up like that and sort of stays up in a tent, that means they need to drink a little bit more water. But I think you're pretty hydrated.
I'm pretty hydrated. Just in case, I'll take another swig.
the bottle of water. There's also cramping of the legs. Abdominal cramping, those are signs of dehydration. Headache is a #1 sign. Sometimes nausea can be a sign. And I always tell my patients, check your urine. If it's tea-colored and dark, then you need to drink more water.
Well, what if it's yellow?
Yellow's okay, not too bad. You might want to drink a little bit more, but ideal is for it to be pale yellow to clear. Clear is perfect. Then you're drinking plenty. You are definitely drinking plenty of fluids.
So those are a few tips. Go ahead.
Yep. The third tip would be to cool down the body because the temperature gets hot and your body temperature rises. So you want to cool down with maybe a shower or a bath. Make sure you have a rubber mat for safety, some grab bars.
Mostly elderly?
Yeah.
Is it tougher for them to keep cool or to their body to regulate temperatures?
It is. As we get older, you sort of lose that ability to regulate the body temperature effectively. So you don't really have that, oh, I'm hot, let me cool down. So yeah, definitely they have to be, checked upon often to see if they're overheating. I always like the ever-present cloth. The cold cloth on the neck or the face works, the arms, if you can't get in and out of the shower often. Cooling your feet in a tub of cool water can bring down the body temperature.
That seems so relaxing.
It is relaxing.
Or put your feet in the cold pool. Oh,
could be a little jarring. But those are some tips to stay cool. Otherwise, if you are venturing out, The city has cooling centers on those really, really hot days. Your local library, your community centers, senior centers.
These are places you can go. They have air conditioning. And
Absolutely.
They give you water?
There's water. It's very cool. As a matter of fact, during my hot days of work, I've been known to duck into the library to check emails.
So you don't have to go, you don't need a library card either.
No, they'll let you right in to cool off. Yeah, so that's a place if you're going out, you can certainly visit those cooling sites on hot days.
Now, if you're with someone and they're suffering from heat stroke, how can you tell that's the situation or the problem?
Usually, if you've progressed to heat stroke, you're probably very sick, nausea, vomiting. Chest beating rapidly, panting breath can be some of the signs and symptoms. You want to call 911 immediately. Offer liquid as soon as you notice those signs. Take that person to the nearest emergency room.
The person won't faint, they'll just experience those situations?
They could end up fainting too, yeah, but definitely that is a sign. You want fainting, extreme fatigue, weakness, even confusion sometimes can present.
Wow,
Yeah.
Well, look at you with all this information. This is great. This is good to know.
Yeah.
Of course, we're in the midst of summer, and there are places where people can still suffer from heat stroke even in the winter. I guess if you're in a closed-in apartment or a place where you can't get
And
enough
sometimes
air.
in summer, you're home all the time, your family's out and about. It's always nice to have somebody check on your elderly relatives or your neighbor. Just check in, make sure they're eating, drinking, hydrated. There's always community resources. You can always enlist the help of a home care agency to provide services such as nursing or home health aid to make sure that your loved one is getting adequate hydration and nutrition.
Is there a place people can go to maybe get more information or maybe report someone who's in trouble?
Definitely.
Can you go 311 or?
311 is a place to report. 911 if you see, if you
serious.
definitely see an emergent issue with the person.
Or the visiting nurse services.
VNSNY.org is our website.
There you go.
And you could visit our website to find out more about the services that we can provide to help you with your loved one, or even to view the tips that we just talked about a little bit more in detail.
Yeah, because you guys have a whole array of things that you do.
We do.
Services
we
for
have lots
the
of
elderly.
different services for elderly and homebound people in the community. And so we would be happy to help, as always. We're celebrating 125 years of that help.
Good, good. You get clap for her. Yeah. You got to put the coffee down, put the water down. Yeah, there you go.
Thank
At
you.
home, clap for her. Clap for them. 100 years.
125 years of serving the community.
Wow. Yes. We thank you. We continue to thank you for your service.
Thank you.
You guys are doing some great things, I know, because you take care of Mom also.
Do we?
But not only that, I've known the work that you guys do for a very long time. I've seen it in the community. And I've known some people who work there. And I used to go to some of your Christmas parties, too.
Really?
We
had some great Christmas parties.
Yes, you do. Yes.
But yes.
So we can go where for more information now?
Go to vnsny.org. That's our website. And you can see all the great services that we provide.
There she has it. Nicole Casiano. Give her another big round of applause, everybody. RN, Visiting Nurse Service of New York.
Thank you.
And the initials are?
vnsny.org.
We love you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right, on deck next, we've got some special things coming up. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
For all the papas out there, let's stop what we're doing and take a moment. A moment to be with our kids. They can be loud moments, goofy moments, sporty moments, dorky moments, kooky moments. Moments where we talk or walk or just hang out. It doesn't really matter. They all count because every time dads take a moment to be with their kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's all take a moment to make a moment today.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
Hi, I'm David Lesh, legal correspondent to the morning show Open. If you have a legal question that you'd like me to answer, please send me an email at davidlesh@bronxnet.org, and I will address it on our Ask Your Lawyer segment.
All right, having a whole lot of fun off camera in the control room. Hey, welcome back, everybody. On July the 28th, Soul Night Events will host Plugged In, a night of versatile music and entertainment. And joining us with all the details, we have Rodney Musoko. Musoko, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank
now,
you for
I see it
having me.
here. Soul Night Events brings you unique events in the world's capital of cool, New York City.
That's
and
correct.
Washington, D.C. I like where you're the world's capital of cool.
That's New York City.
There you go. You came up with that?
That's right. You
All
have
right.
to live like you live in New York City.
In the city that never sleeps,
In
right?
the city that never sleeps.
So what are you guys doing? You got the Soul Night of events. You have a bunch of stuff coming up?
Yes, we have a couple of events coming up each year from African diaspora events. We also celebrate gospel branches as well as open mic nights and stuff. So we try to bring music from unknown artists to a wider audience.
I said, now we know. And this is between New York and Washington, D.C.?
Between New York and Washington, D.C.
Is it only New York and Washington, D.C., or everything in between?
For now.
Okay.
For now, just New York and Washington, D.C. Eventually, we might be able to
How'd you guys
spread
come
out.
up with this?
Well, we started in back in 2007. We basically started doing fundraisers. We did a couple of fundraisers with the Food Bank for New York City.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, to raise some money for causes which are dear to us. We've also worked with the American Heart Association to raise funds for that. So each event we try to construct events which help the community and build that connection, unity, and love between members of the community.
So you've been doing this for close to 20 years, right? Over 20 years?
Well, 11 years.
11 years. All right, I got you. 11 years, but you've been thinking about it for 20 years.
Yeah, we've been thinking about it for quite some time.
So you started this because you got a group of your friends together? And you
Yes,
said, "Let's come together
we got a group of friends together. We actually were volunteering at Beth Israel Medical Center, helping patients who have advanced cancer and stuff. Then we said, what else can we do for the community, and how can we bring people together? And we know that events where there's food and there's music usually get people out, and they get involved in different
You
causes.
can never go wrong with that. Food and music and
That's
friends.
right. That's right.
Male, female.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So we're extremely excited about Plugged In African Diaspora and Friends Luncheon coming up this Saturday, July 28th from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. And I hear you're going to be hosting.
I am?
We'd love for you
Helen
to.
probably set that up. What's it, July 28th?
July 28th, Saturday, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're hoping the community would come out to support us.
What's that plugged-in address?
Plugged in, it's going to, the event is going to take place at the Riverside Church.
Oh, okay.
Which is on 490 Riverside Drive. But you have to get your tickets in advance.
It's going to be indoors.
It's an indoor event.
Yeah.
So you can go to the website, soulnightevents.com, to purchase tickets there. You would also get more information about the event. We have a lot of dynamic speakers who would be coming on the event, who would be able to impact, elevate, and inspire people to become better members of the communities in which they live in. You would hear from our Congressman, Edrano Espaya, and a few other people like Reverend Dr. Calvin Obots III, and Dr. Isoka would also be speaking about higher education and empowerment for women.
All right. See a lot of wonderful people stepping into the room. We got the electeds coming in.
That's right.
A lot of dignitaries, yeah.
We hope these leaders and legends would be able to inspire people to be better members of the community. So you'd leave from the event inspired. You might learn a few things about African diaspora. And of course, you can have an African event. We're very colorful people, so you must have some music and food, so you get to taste different flavors.
There's that music and food again.
Different flavors from Africa, the continent, from the Caribbean, and some soul food.
Yeah, look at that. Well, you got to have that soul food.
Yes,
and you got to have the African food, too.
Absolutely.
What country in Africa?
We're going to have some food from Ghana, from Nigeria, Morocco, as well, Jamaican food, and soul food.
All the spices are going to be in the house.
All the spices and the different colors.
And you know what? You might as well stay right there, because the next day, the following day, the 29th, is the first day of Harlem Week at Grand Student, right outside.
We're kicking off Harlem Week.
Yeah, stay right there.
That's correct.
So you probably put a tent or a booth out there?
Well, yeah, we actually were planning on that. We're hoping that we would get involved in some of the events which are taking place with Harlem Week. We wanted to actually experience those events as well. So if we get enough support from the community and we're able to, meet our efforts towards, because it's more than just an event. We're trying to also launch an after-school program.
Oh, great! Yes.
For reading, and we're hoping that with the support of the community, we'll be able to get books authored by the African diaspora, and we hope that students don't get a lot of exposure to books written by the African diaspora. They'll be able to learn a lot more about Africa and its people.
There you go. Excellent. So you have a wonderful lineup on the 28th. Tell us about it.
Yes, on the 28th, we first have a dialogue, which is a real community dialogue. As I mentioned to you, some of the speakers who are going to be there.
Who's performing? Anyone perform?
Yes, we have a traditional performance, which is from the Douala people. So they're going to be doing its drums and singing.
Lots of drums.
Yeah, we would have a DJ who will be playing music from the different continents. Including, I don't know if you're familiar with Makossa and some of the different musics from Cameroon, from Nigeria, and different places. And
there's also Soul Makossa.
Soul Makossa, yes. That's right. Yeah, and there are a lot of other young artists who are coming up with variations of the music, which would get to play at the event. So everyone gets to dance. You get to learn something about the African diaspora, and you also get to eat a lot of good food.
See, there's that food again. All right, I'm hooked. Where's the food? I have my fork in my pocket already. So that's good. That's on the 28th at Riverside Church.
At Riverside Church on the 28th. You have to get your tickets in advance because
from 2 to 7. Where do we go to get the tickets?
Soulnightevents.com.
Soulnightevents.com. All right.
Yes, and you would also get to read about other upcoming events when you visit the page. We're hoping a lot of people come out to support our efforts and to be just a part of the community.
Well, thank you so much. Give Rodney a big round of applause. Rodney Musoko, soulnightevents.com. Soulnightevents.com.
Thank you very much for having me, Bob.
Well, we're going to take a quick break right here, but as a part of our 2018 Pan-African Weekend celebration, a women's panel discussion took place. Let's take a look at this. Check this out, Rodney.
And if that is your goal, then that's the one you're reaching for, then you'll never get a chance to get tired. You'll never get a chance to get comfortable, because it'll be a stepping stone. You'll pat yourself on the back and say, this was really good, but man, I got more to do.
The 7th annual Pan-African Weekend kicked off its series of events on Thursday night on Manhattan's West Side with the Pan-African Women Forum that left its attendees feeling empowered.
It had such an impact on me as a young woman. I'm currently an entrepreneur or a solopreneur, and every now and then it's good to go to these talks to see where you are in your progress as an entrepreneur.
The main thing is when one of them said, go out, stand up and stand out. Be brave. That is what I will do, and I know that will take me places.
The discussion was moderated by TV commentator and renowned criminal defense attorney Yodit Tewalde and included Tamika Stembridge, executive director of the D-Free Global Foundation, Mylène Magese, humanitarian and model, Tiffany Malat, entrepreneur and transformational speaker, Rexy Roll, VP of Western Air Limited, Bahamas, and Dr. Yatunde Odugbesan Omede, professor, author, and CEO.
This is a wonderful, not only an opportunity, but also a platform to empower young women, the next generation who are coming behind, to instill in them and give them the different stories that we all share and that we all have been through, to encourage them.
Presented by media company Face to Face Africa, which was started by Bronxites Isaac Babu Boateng and Sandra Apia, the forum has quickly become a crowd favorite in its 2 years as part of the weekend-long celebration of the Black diaspora, drawing attendees nationally and internationally.
I came from Virginia. I drove 4 hours just because this is so important. It's really important to just travel to find somebody who you can identify with, somebody who understands your struggles, someone who can tell you hike it is.
This is exactly why I moved to the city, because I knew that in New York City there will be more opportunities for Pan-Africanism that will bring together the Black Americans and the Black Africans and the Blacks from all over the world together in the same place.
Though from different industries, tonight's panelists all had a story to share about their paths to success, which tied into tonight's theme of Changing Our Story, which focuses on advancing and taking control of the narrative of Africans and African Americans in the diaspora.
I think people have a misperception of what Africa is about, Africans are about. I think that we tend to be blended in with Black Americans here, but as much as we are a part of that, we also do have a culture that needs to be recognized, and we're doing such important work here in the diaspora that it's important to highlight those and also inform and educate people about what's going on back home.
The annual weekend comprises 3 other major events, including the IAAPA Networking Mixer, an acronym for I Am a Professional African, the Faceless Awards Gala, which was the first event to be part of the weekend, and the closing jazz brunch.
It's important for Black girls to have events like this so they can find people they can connect with, people who are from where they come from, who understands them, who went through the same struggles.
To be able to have a group of women assembled who are going to share their wisdom and their insights about how to live, how to thrive, especially now in the environment in which we live, where women are being tossed aside, that many of our rights are being questioned in this country. I think it's very important for us to remember who we are and to claim that.
Reporting for BronxNet, I'm Naomi Yane.
Hey, welcome back. I tell you, these guys are doing something over here. Hey, you know, our next guest is a chef working to raise mental awareness. Yes. And joining us with all the details, we have a young man that, wow, he does some wonderful things in our community. He's been everywhere. Yeah. Chef Wenford Patrick Simpson, welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure being here.
Now, we see you on TV all the time.
Yes,
You're on at D.C.
Yes, I was in D.C. last 2 weeks. I did Good Morning D.C., did a nice cooking segment, talk about a lot of stuff that I'm doing.
People are on to you.
Yes,
they're following you.
Yes, I'm trending.
Yeah. You are. That's a good thing. Next week, of course, you're here, and next week you're going to be on Good Morning America.
Yeah, Good Morning America, and I have a couple others. So someone asked me the other day, like, when do you find time to sleep? Like, you do so much stuff.
I'm with you.
And
I know what you're talking about.
I'm all about giving back and inspire and motivate. When it comes on to food saved me.
Yeah.
You know,
how did that happen?
Coming from a single parent in Jamaica when I was growing up, my sister, I had to take care of my smaller sister. My mom was a single mom. Yeah. So me being in the house trying to whip something up for her, and just going in the cupboard where there was no food and have to create something basically from nothing. That was where my love and passion come from creating. So fall in love with food because it saved me and actually put food in my belly and help take care of my sister and so forth.
Jamaica, you was able to grow, so let's find out what's happening
out
here.
Yeah, you were able to grow, So, you know, you can go to the farm, you can grow some callaloo outside, you can grow some cabbage, you can grow whatever, and yam and all those stuff.
Whoa.
You know, it's wild in Jamaica.
You do the breadfruit and all that stuff,
Yes, so from
you
that.
get into the ackee and saltfish?
In the ackee and saltfish, our national dish, yes, most definitely. So from there, I kind of locked on to food. As to, you know what, I need this as my career. And after time of just being around food and travel the world and been to so many places and see different cultures of food, I see how food is a conversational starter where you can start a conversation, have a great drink and so forth. So it has opened so many doors of opportunity just because if I put the love of something that I love to do, I never feel like I'm at work. Even when I'm in the kitchen, I'm stressed out.
It's not a job.
It's not a job. It's not a job. No, because I love doing it.
They're paying me for this?
They're paying me for feeding people. And it's so enjoyable when you find a career that you love and you're able to sit and watch someone enjoy something that you create.
Because you'll never work a day in your life. Find a career that you love.
And I think growing up in Jamaica, they have a word that they say, you got people, you got enka. You know, only the true Jamaicans can know that word. So I was one of those kids, you know. You got people, you got enka, and I used to sit and watch other people enjoy a meal while I'm standing at their door looking at them and wishing they would offer me something. So me growing up now and becoming a chef, to stand at the kitchen door and watch somebody in the dining room enjoy something that I created. Do that all the
time. They sit there, why is this guy watching me eat? What
do
you put in my food?
But
we
you
do
just
that. Enjoy watching.
We just watch the marvel on their face and they look at each other and go, oh my God, this is good. And you're standing there like, yes.
And you know what? You're trending so deep. You cook for so many people.
Yes.
Name some of those people that you
Oh my God, I've cooked for over 300 celebrities throughout my time. And I said, when you talk about influential people, I cooked for Michelle and Barack Obama. Been to the White House, did the inauguration.
You watched them eat? You sat back and watched them eat?
We had an event at one of our venues, which is the Howard Theater. Previously, the BB Kings in Times Square. I'm a corporate executive chef for the company.
Wow.
So also went to Hillary Clinton house and cooked for her. She loved the
Upstate
coconut
New York?
she loved the coconut curry salmon. You know, I've cooked for Rick Ross.
Coconut curry salmon.
Yes, it's one of my #1 dishes.
Well, wait a minute. Helen, can you book them to come back and put them on the set over there and let them just whip up? Can you whip up something right in the studio?
Yes, most definitely. We're gonna make it happen. Me and
Helen's our producer. She'll hook it up.
Yeah, we're gonna put it together.
Yeah.
So it opens so much doors. You go on my Instagram, you see me with from Snoop, Snoop Double G.
You cook for Snoop too?
All of them is on my Instagram. You call it Rick Ross, 50 Cent. The list goes on and on. Joe Thomas.
They know who to call.
They know who to call. I'm like the #1 go-to person for the celebrity whenever they want something. So from someone who's coming from homeless and coming from suicide thoughts of when you're going through a rough time, I've learned to understand that, you know what, mental health is something that is serious. This is how you linked it
with mental health.
Yes. Because me coming home and looking at my refrigerator and all I can see is a bottle of water and no food to eat. It kind of sets on you and makes you very depressed. And you're like, okay, here in the Bronx, in New York, when I first came here 20 years ago, I was bagging grocery in a supermarket. You know, that's how low my life went down. So you come here, you're staying under the radar, you're trying to work some money or whatever, and things never seem to be going right. You know, so from there, of thinking about how this is affecting me mentally, that's when I say, you know what, I have to bring awareness to this, to say, even the passing of Noelle Lauren, Golden Crust, and Mr. Boudin,
I knew him,
you know. You look at these guys like us, we have a beautiful smile on our face, we laugh, we do this, and then we go home and we're depressed. We're depressed and we're dealing with something. And with man, as you know, we kind of internalize certain things because we don't want to come off as being weak. Because we get taught so much, you gotta be strong, you gotta man up, big man don't cry, and little stuff like that.
So what that does is the man doesn't want to go to seek help.
The man don't want to seek help. He will more quicker to go to the bar and sit and talk with his friends, but he's not gonna talk with the woman at home. And these are where the woman comes in and she have to identify the change that your husband or your boyfriend is going through a turn, and he need your support. So when he comes home, you don't know if he just lost his job. And I've dealt with racism here so much. So you come home and you shut down because either you have to deal with something today at work that wasn't comfortable, but then you have to come home and then get beat down over certain things that is added to it. So then we, in return, retract back into ourselves more instead of coming out and say, sweetie, calm down. This is what happened today at work. I know I'm a little bit quiet. I know I'm this, but this is what happened. So the more we
talk about it.
We got to talk about it.
Find somebody that you feel comfortable
Find someone to talk about
with.
it that you're comfortable with, and you're comfortable with opening up and share, because there's help out there. It's just as man, we have to let go of this. I got to be strong. I got to be this. Put your head in your lady's lap and cry a tear. You know, it's just with it.
It's okay
it's
to
rough,
cry.
It's okay.
Let it out.
She got to be supportive, and she got to look at you and say, sweetie, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. I believe in you.
We're in
You're
this
strong.
together. Let's
We're
go.
in this together. Let's figure something out instead of more pushing him away. Because trust me, we deal with it, you know, and it's real rough. And me opening culinary school, coming out on the Food Network in the next couple of months, I can actually tell you, man, it's been a journey.
It's been a journey.
It's been a journey.
And you have weathered the storm. And you want to help other people weather the storm too.
I want to help other people.
I think that's special.
Yeah, so I do my motivational tour in Jamaica. I go around to school and colleges, speak to kids and teenagers about focusing on their career.
When are you going to do that tour again in Jamaica?
My tour is scheduled for October, the first week in October when school resumes.
I may be able to do one or two of those locations.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been to Jamaica many times, and I love it over there. I used to do Reggae Sunsplash and Carnival and all kinds of stuff.
I love to have you on board, because even every time I'm doing a tour, there's a lot of celebrities that reach out to me and be like, how can we be a part of it? We know you can hit. Every year I go, I try to hit like 15 schools, including colleges and so forth. And I'll have other celebrities reach out to me like, how can we be a part of it?
Can we bring a camera?
Most definitely.
All right.
Most definitely. It's always a big thing when I do it.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. We thank you and love you for everything that you're doing, you know.
Thank you so much.
Not only love your food, but the work that you're doing in the community to create the awareness that there is a situation out there.
There is.
Mental health. And you're combining your work with the foods and helping other people get what they need out of life as far as creating awareness with mental health.
Most definitely. And we just need to talk. And we just need to communicate.
Thank you so much. And do you have a website we can go to?
Yes, Chef Wenford Patrick Simpson, my website, and also on my Instagram, which is Chef W Simpson. You'll see the website link is right there. You go on, you see all the stuff that I'm doing. On my tour, my culinary school that's opening in Jamaica in September. It's my way of giving back and paying forward, you know.
We're going over there to eat too.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Chef Wenford Patrick Simpson, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you for your service also
to
our community.
Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, Chef, we don't have enough time. Look, we're running out of time. That's all the time we have for today's show, but I'd like to thank all of our guests and you for tuning in and checking it all out. And if you missed any part of today's show, well, you can tune into the recablecast of Open at 5 and 10 p.m. or watch anytime on the web at bronxnet.org, or you catch an all-new episode Wednesday at 10 a.m. with our host, Darren Jaime. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice and let your choice control the chooser. And remember, whether you say you can or you can't, either way, you're right. But say that you can. Thank you so much. Catch